Hey guys, Ashlane here coming at you today doing something that I haven't done before, and that's just watching a couple recaps from TV Royale to show you guys, maybe get in the heads and commentate on the actual matches. These matches are put up there because they're top 100 players and because they're usually decided in the last second. Let's go ahead and recap this one from Gaming with Molt against Apex. I know both these guys, both great guys, so let's go ahead and see who wins here. We're going to look at the match from the perspective of both players here. You can see that Apex starts out with the Inferno Tower. If you don't have a strong offensive combination in your starting hand, always a good idea to put that Inferno Tower down on the board. He does have a balloon that he's working with, and if you look up top here, we'll see Molt with the Fireball, Minion Horde, and a lot of splash damage with that wizard as well. He's going to go ahead and he's going to offer a counter for that Knight Barbarian coming in the right-hand lane. And at this point, the two players haven't done much damage to the opposing towers. Now you see the wizard coming with a few spear goblins. Not going to be enough to mount a real offense, but he is able to trickle down the last hit points on that Inferno Tower. So now it's time for Apex to launch an offensive. He has the arrows up, but look at the Minion Horde, so effective against the balloon there. So the balloon is down. Once again, kind of just trading little jabs here and there. Molt does have that skeleton tombstone up, and I gotta say, Tombstone's such a versatile card, one of my absolute favorites. So at this point, again, it's kind of like Hog versus Inferno Tower. Some of those skeletons are just going to get plowed down by that Knight in combination with the Inferno Tower on Apex defensively. So at this point, again, we're more than halfway through the match. Still not even a touch on those towers. Very interesting here that these decks really complement each other as far as counters perfectly on both ends. So Apex finally going to lose the hit points on that Inferno Tower. Inferno Tower down. At this point, you gotta figure Molt's thinking, okay, how can I even touch these towers with that Inferno Tower on his end? He has a Hog, and he has a bunch of just small units, along with the Fireball. So he has the Wizard, the Minion Horde, and then just the Barbarians, and just all common/rare cards. I'm not even sure if he has an epic in this deck. I haven't noticed it yet, just the Hogs. So again, he's going to go ahead and play the Minion Horde against that balloon, and yet again, the balloon goes down. Now we're going to see the first real offensive here by Molt that's going to do some substantial damage to that right-hand tower, but there, just like clockwork again, is that Inferno Tower. Molt has had enough, and he drops a Fireball on it. Did not touch the tower still, yet again. He has those skeletons cranking out from the left side of the map. The right side of the map, you're seeing a decent offensive by Apex. At least he gets a few shots in there, but you can see Molt's army there totally ready to swarm. Apex throws down an Inferno Tower. At this point, those skeletons and that Hog take out the left-hand tower with 5 seconds left in overtime. You can see just how valuable those two tombstones were when you go ahead and drop a Hog on the flip side of where all the action is. Let's go ahead and watch another replay by Chief Pat versus Thorburn. So Chief Pat did unfortunately take yours truly down, as you may have seen in the YouTuber tournament. So I hate to watch another one of his victories, but hey, he's a great player, so it will be a pleasure covering this attack here. He starts out with a really strong Hog attack, left-hand lane, uses that free spell right off the board, does a ton of damage to that tower there. You saw in the last match, it took the opponents almost a minute and a half to do some substantial damage to a tower. In this match, it happens right away with the power of that opening move by Pat. So you see Thorburn here is actually mounting a good offensive and a counter-strike of his own there. He has a Witch and a Wizard, and they absolutely, totally annihilate that left tower by Chief Pat, and he was able to use the same sort of combination with the Witch and the Wizard and the freeze spell against the opposing tower and the defense. Always important to remember to freeze the tower as well as the defense that they put down. Now Chief Pat was able to take down that left tower, the last 600 or so hit points. Now Chief Pat's going to kind of reload. He puts down his Knight. He puts down his goblins there, and he's going to put down the Inferno Tower. So now he has a nice little defense there, but unfortunately, that Inferno Tower goes down. I don't think he intended it for it to be exactly in the line of sight of that Musketeer and Wizard, but luckily he has the freeze spell up, so he's able to take down the left-hand Musketeer and Wizard combo just using the freeze spell and his King Tower. So now Thorburn is almost fully loaded. He's going to start out Witches way in the back, allowed him to build an army. Now this is what goes wrong here. Builds another Witch. Chief Pat had the lightning spell queued up. Lightning going to play a huge part in Chief Pat's deck. He was able to take down 2 Witches. Then Thorburn kind of sticks with his plan anyway here and uses the freeze in combination with the rage. I'm sure that's what he had planned out for the Witches, but there was only a few skeletons left. So he's going to go ahead and put down a Musketeer. Musketeer, great defender, still used in the best decks in the game. People tend to veer away from using the Musketeer as they get to the mid-level over 2,000 cups, but you still see her now and again, and she's actually a very important and useful card. Certainly really nice on offense as well as defense. But there it is again. Chief Pat uses the lightning spell, and again Thorburn wastes the rage spell. So now it's going to be Chief Pat's turn for a huge offensive here. He's building up his elixir all the way to 10. He's dropping the Hog behind the King Tower, but things go a little bit awry here. The Hog actually moves a little bit too fast, gets interfered with and totally killed by all those skeletons as well as the Witch, but Chief Pat's going to be able to go ahead and do something a little tricky here. He has the freeze spell up, he has the lightning spell up. At this point, he has the Hog up, so what he's going to do here is drop the Hog in combination with that Knight, and then he has the Wizard in the back. This is going to be absolutely devastating, and boom, just for effect, he's going to drop that lightning, and now it's down to 200 health left. Chief Pat must know right now in his mind, just use any cards possible while defending my tower to get that lightning spell up so I can use it on that tower and win the game. So he's kind of spamming cards at this point. Hey, what the heck? Might as well drop a Hog. Does he have an answer to the Hog? He might. Freeze spell, but then Chief Pat finally has the lightning spell up, and he's going to drop it right about now for the win. Here it is. There it is. And it's a 2 crown to 1 crown victory. Guys, I hope you enjoyed these commentating TV Royale episode. It's something a little bit different. And the main reason I wanted to bring it to you guys is because this is one of the best ways to get better or get out of a losing slump. Go ahead to TV Royale, check out some of the most recent replays up there, and try to mimic some of the best strategies that the attackers who are having success with them are using on the TV Royale. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the episodes. Thank you so much to all my Patreon supporters, and thank you to everybody watching, and as always, take care.